back with my wonderful friend, Max Booth. We've done a couple of videos together. All of those will be linked down below, so you can go check those out, as well as Max's channel. He does gaming stuff. I have featured on there a fair few times. We've had some good times.
You blew me up.
I blew you up, but then you also read the wrong part of the manual.
I'm not very good under pressure.
To understand what we're talking about, go watch the Keep Talking No One Explodes videos
Just put
that we
a card,
did together.
just put a card in the corner.
There you go. Today, I had an idea where I thought about fantasy characters and how crazy some of their names are. So what we are doing is I am reading Max names of characters. I'm reading Max names of characters, and he has to tell me his assumptions based purely on their names. I decided not to have any repeating authors. On Max's channel, we're going to be doing one where it's just Pratchett characters, because I've never read any Pratchett, so that's what we'll be doing over there. That will also be linked. Both. I have 10 characters for Max to guess, and we'll just see how this goes. It should be very entertaining. We tested it out and it was hilarious, so yeah.
Fantasy characters just have shitty names.
They do. Okay, so let us start with the first one. Selena Sardothian.
Selena Sardothian.
Yes.
I'm seeing like a lady in a black dress. She's the villain. Rich, evil psychopath. Probably has a torture chamber. Owns a lot of knives. What's that name again?
Selena Sardothian.
Sardothian.
Yes.
Sardothian. Sardothian makes it sound like is she a vampire? I bet she's a fucking vampire, isn't she? Evil vampire. Just basically every stereotypical Ventrue and Toreador in VTM. That's what I'm seeing.
Okay. You got some points right. She
Black dress.
has one.
Has one. Great.
She is the protagonist of her series.
Shit.
She does have a lot of knives.
Shit.
She has used a torture chamber.
Oh, good. Why was I right with that?
Because she's an assassin.
That makes sense.
So, she's not a vampire. She's not human either. But she's
Sardothian doesn't sound human. Is she impossibly fucking old?
No, she's not.
Is she impossibly fucking old by human standards?
No.
No.
She's 18, I think, when the series starts. Maybe 16. But yeah, she is the main character of the Throne of Glass series by Sarah J. Maas. She is an assassin and, yeah, kills people, has a lot of knives, has a torture chamber, wore a black dress once, isn't a vampire.
Apparently.
There you go. Okay, so the second character I have for you is Carden Greenbrier.
Carden Greenbrier.
Carden Greenbrier.
Carden Greenbrier. That's the most stereotypical main character hero name you could have. Carden Greenbrier is some goody two-shoes, whatever the equivalent of a jock is in this fantasy world.
Okay.
So like instead of football, he plays jousting or something.
Right.
I bet he's very good at sword fighting.
Right.
That or he's a gardener.
Right.
It's going to be one of the two, either sword jock or garden jock.
Okay.
I'm seeing him as like white with brown hair. I'm seeing him as Carden from Ruby, if I'm brutally honest.
Okay.
But maybe less of a dick and more like an actual nice person. He's a fucking villain, isn't he?
He's not a villain. He's fey. So he's just like very, like he's not a villain, but he's very cruel. Like,
Great.
Like he's evil, but he's not a villain.
You need to read Pratchett books.
Yeah.
No, seriously.
He's the Prince of Fairy. Like one of the princes of Fairy. Yeah, he's not a gardener. The Greenbrier is just the name of the royal family.
Well.
He has black hair and he is not a nice guy.
He's not.
He's not a nice guy at all. Like, the book he's from is called The Cruel Prince by
Is he
Holly
the
Black.
Cruel Prince?
He is the Cruel
He's the
Prince.
Cruel Prince. Oh dear.
Yeah, so kind of like Cardin from Ruby, but more of a dick.
He's great on a curve.
Yeah. And is not good at sword fighting. Like, at all.
Does he get his ass kicked by a sword fighting person?
Kind of.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So yeah, not good at sword fighting.
Oh dear.
Yeah, so that was wrong. Yeah, I don't think there was anything that was right in that.
Not at all.
Okay, so the third one is Theta Knight.
Theta Knight.
Theta Knight.
Are these all fantasy?
Yeah, no, one of them's historical fiction.
Because Theta Knight sounds...
Well, this one's historical fantasy.
Theta Knight sounds like a cyborg.
Okay.
Like a cyborg assassin. I think they're going to be an assassin.
Okay.
I think, like, tragic backstory, like, taken from their parents at a young age and trained to be, like, the deadliest killing machine ever, and, like, they didn't have friends or a proper family growing up, and their whole book is, like, them learning to love and then being a broody fucking douchebag for most of it. Yeah. That's about as far as I'm getting with this. I'm just still seeing, like, the assassins from Warhammer 40k, so, like, black catsuit and a skull mask, and their approach to stealth is like, no one can report on you if everyone's dead.
Okay, that is not correct.
Is any of it correct?
No. Wait, the only thing that's correct is she does have a tragic backstory.
How tragic? On a scale of 1 to crying.
I was crying. I
course
was
you were.
crying. But yeah, I'm not gonna like say what it is because it's
Valid
like it comes out in the third book and it's kind of spoilers.
Fair.
But yeah, the whole taken away from the family at a young age and raised to be the biggest killing machine is Selena Sardothian. Not in the same book. She is from...
Why am I bad at this?
So, Theta Knight is from the Diviners series by Libba Bray, which is a historical paranormal set in 1920s New York.
That sounds so fucking cool!
It's good. It's a good series. And so it's kind of like Theta is part of a gang of people who can have like various... Like, they're basically the X-Men.
Okay.
And they solve ghost crimes.
That sounds so cool.
Like, it's really good. So Theta is a, like, cabaret dancer. She is, like, very sassy, black bob, smokes and drinks a lot. She's wonderful. I love her.
Fair.
I love her a lot. Okay, so the fourth character that we have is Evangeline Samos.
Evangeline Samos. Is she from another fantasy?
Yes.
Yes. So, she's a good guy?
Okay.
Is she magic? I think she's magic.
Okay.
I think she is very... I don't know, I feel like she's very, like, posh upbringing, noble person.
Okay.
And is going along with a bunch of other heroes and is like, no, we can't do torture, torture's wrong! And then when her back is turned, her teammates are like, stab, stab, stab.
Okay.
We had a very difficult D&D game a few days ago.
Okay, so you're half right, half wrong.
Which half am I right?
You're right about her being magic and having a posh upbringing.
When I say magic, I'm thinking she has, like, actual magic spellcasting powers, not...
No.
She's
no,
inherently
no.
magic. Okay.
Okay, so she's from Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard, which is a world where they have red blood and silver blood.
Okay.
And the silvers are the upper class and the elite, and they have magic. And the main character of the book has red blood, and then she discovers one day that she has magic, and that's very confusing because that's not how the world works. But Evangeline is one of the elites. She has the power to control metal, So
Okay.
she usually goes around in dresses made of metal that she's made with magic, so she
Like
can
Magneto.
kind of, so she can just
on
like
RuPaul's
take.
Drag Race.
Yes, Magneto on RuPaul's Drag Race. She's very gay. She's very very gay, and that is like a leading point in the third and fourth book. Is like her fighting for her brother and her girlfriend.
Yay.
And the whole, no, we can't torture people, but then turning around and...
Is she totally down with the torture?
It's the other way around. She's the one who's like, let's fucking torture and kill people, and everyone else is like, no, morals. And she's like, what fucking morals?
Is it Order of the Stick? It's Order of the Stick, and one of my favourite things is like, suggestion, I'm just going to throw in Belcar's point of view, we should slit their throats and dump them in the river. We can't do that. I was saying I'm presenting Belcar's point of view. What's yours? Slit their throats and throw them in the river. That's 2 for 1. We're doing it.
Yes. Yep, that's basically Evangeline. So she kind of starts off as like an antagonist, and then you just get to know her more, and she's wonderful, and she's my favourite character in the series.
Because she's down with torture.
She's down with torture, she's very gay, she wears metal clothing, and she just wants to be a princess.
Fair enough.
Like, I can relate. So, character number 5 is Ferius Parfax.
Ferius Parfax is a fucking wizard, isn't he? He's the most stereotypical wizard you can imagine. He's got a cloak and a pointy hat, and he's either a wizard or a banker. If we're honest.
Okay.
Those are what that sort of name brings to me.
Right.
Long beard. I wouldn't say he's a hero or a villain. I'd say he's on the good guy's side, but he's just a guy they knock up. A guy they call on when they need something. I don't know. He's got, in my mind, he's got he's got wire-rimmed glasses and a beard, and he constantly has like mustard stains on or something.
You are so wrong. First of all...
What was closer, wizard or banker?
Neither. Literally neither. They're both as far away. First of all, she's a woman. And she's kind of like a mix between...
Of a wizard and a banker?
A cowboy and a monk.
That's so much cool. That's still...
She
Go on.
She doesn't have like any magic at all. She kind of hates magic and thinks it's lazy.
Good.
Thinks that people who rely on magic are lazy. Yeah, she's basically just a cowboy that instead of slinging guns, she throws metal cards.
That's so cool.
Like, she's really cool. She's from the Spellslinger series by Sebastian de Castell. And she's kind of a mentor type to the main character for the first part of the series. And she's just wonderful. Like, she's just great. She's just like a cowboy monk. Like, she just travels around giving sage advice and drinking and throwing metal cards at people.
Fair.
She's great. Okay, so character number 6 is Mia Corvia.
Mia Corvia.
Yeah.
They are definitely like Raven or Crow themed, aren't they? With that surname. So, let's see. I bet they're like some sort of teenage murder type.
Okay.
Maybe not intentionally, maybe like, hey, small child, go kill this person because I told you to. But maybe they're just a kid who's down with murder, like Maisie Williams on Game of Thrones. I don't know what her fucking character's name is.
Arya Stark.
Thank you. Can she turn into a bird? I bet she can turn into a fucking bird. I'm sorry, I feel really bad. I imagine the author's probably got a little more tact than that. But no, they're definitely bird themed, I think. They're a guy, aren't they?
No.
Oh, good.
No, she's a girl. Her family crest is a crow. Or a raven, maybe. I think it's crow.
Some bird.
Yeah. And her entire family was killed because her dad was involved in like a political coup. And so...
Is she magic?
She's kind of magic, yeah.
So what you're telling me is she's fantasy Sasuke.
Kind
Is she emo?
Yeah.
She's fantasy Sasuke.
So she goes to this place called the Red Church to learn how to be an assassin, but she's kind of got like this extra thing of like has a shadow sidekick who's a cat called Mr. Kindly who wants everything to die.
I love him!
Yeah, so do I. It's from Nevernight by Jay Kristoff, and the last book is coming out soon. The world is inspired by gladiatorial Rome. There's 3 sons. It's very good. But yeah,
Tell Anna about this book.
Mia Corvia, ultimate murder bitch. We love her. Raging bisexual.
I'm not. So that's probably the most right I've got this.
Yeah, I think that's probably the most right. You were fairly spot on with that. She hasn't turned into a crow yet. Could happen, but it hasn't yet.
I'm close. I'm gonna take this one. Go me.
Yes. Okay, character number 7 is Kaz Brecker.
Kaz Brecker. Is that all one word?
No, Kaz Brecker.
So it's not like KAZ''BRAKA.
No,
Right.
it's KAZ, separate word, BREKKER.
Are they just some random shopkeeper?
Okay.
Like, this is so far the most normal sounding name.
Okay.
They're just some guy who's going along with a bunch of magical people going like, what the shit is going on? How did you do that? Well, they're like Toff, not Toff. And soccer, thank you. They're just going around like, I don't like being involved in this. I want to go back to my normal life. All this magic and scary stuff and destroying monsters is terrifying. But then he's starting to grow as a person and join the heroes more hero-y and become a hero in his own right. He's a villain, isn't he?
No, he's just a criminal. He's from Six of Crows.
Am I more accurate with shopkeeper? Is he going to be some sort of guy who's like, hey, you want to buy a stolen watch? You want to buy some plans into the fortress? I'm your guy.
Not really. Like, he's not the leader of a gang, but he's basically the leader of a gang. And...
What?
Like, he's the second in command, but he basically runs the gang.
Okay.
And brought it up from nothing. He is the one who puts the team together in Six of Crows to do the heist and basically plans the whole thing. He's very morally grey.
Okay.
Kills people. Is like money is his only love other than an edge gaffer. I will fight people. He loves an edge gaffer. Yeah, Kaz Brecker is not going along with the magical people like, what the fuck. He is very calculating. He knows everything that's going on. He is 20 steps ahead of the first step you could even possibly think of.
Okay.
Yeah, not a shopkeeper. He does run a club. Kind of.
Close. I got some... I don't even know anymore. What's that? Who's that?
Okay.
How am I gonna fuck this one up?
Character number 8 is Tia Pallavi.
Tia Pallavi.
Tia Pallavi.
Is she a lady?
Yes.
Is she a spoiled evil brat? No, I have to guess. Wonderful.
Yeah, that's the point of the game.
Tia Pavlova.
Tia Pallavi.
Okay, Tia Palooza. I am actually drawing a complete blank on this one. The image in my head is like a small girl in a silver dress for some reason. I bet she's a villain. Tia Puzzle?
Tia Pallavi.
You really like her, so I bet she's bisexual. Implied bisexual. I have no idea what Tia Parmesan does.
Tia Pallavi. Okay, she's the protagonist of the series she's in.
Fuck! I thought she'd just be like a secondary character or something.
No. She's from The Bone Witch by Rincha Pecco.
Is she a bone witch?
She is.
Can she move people's bones around? Can she rip out her bones and use them to beat people to death with?
Maybe.
Is that a thing that can happen in this world?
Yeah.
I need this
Kind
book.
of. She's basically a necromancer, but she also has the power. The Grim in Ruby.
I know of the Grim in Ruby.
Yeah. So there's creatures like that in the world that she can raise and control, and I don't know if she's worn a silver dress, but they have these things called hua, which are kind of like kimono. They're described as very similar. So, yeah, she's a bone witch. She's a necromancer. She hasn't had any bisexual moments. There are queer characters in the series, but they're side characters. So I don't know if she's bi. She could be bi. Third book's yet to come out. But
I was honestly
she hasn't
basing it on
really been implied bi.
I was just basing it on how defensive you got when I misnamed her Tia.
It's just...
Yeah...
Pallavi. I think it's just a good name. Tia Pallavi. It's a nice name.
Tia Pavlova. No, I've already said that. Shit. Moving on.
Anyway. Okay, so number 9 is Henry Monty Montague.
He is the fantasy equivalent of Del Boy, isn't he?
Okay.
So, do you want some magic items? They fell off the back of a cart. I'm seeing a cross between that dwarf in the first Dragon Age game, the one who sells you all your shit.
Yeah.
But maybe not quite as honest in business dealings.
Right.
I don't think necessarily a criminal. I think definitely some kind of law enforcement is sort of had a, I'm watching you, but I also respect you type thing with him. Yeah, that's what I've got.
Okay.
That's the idea I'm thinking. Constantly trying money making schemes and
This
stuff.
is the only one that's not fantasy. This is historical fiction. And he's from The Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue by Mackenzie Lee.
That is such a great name.
It's a very good book as well. So it's about Monty, who is bisexual, and he is going on a tour of Europe with his best friend Percy and his sister Felicity, and he is bi and in love with his best friend Percy.
Oh.
And so he is basically if Oscar Wilde was allowed to make his books as gay as he wanted to, it would be this book.
Fair.
He is basically Harry from Picture of Dorian Gray. Upper class, quite ignorant, drinks a lot, very sassy.
Evil.
Not evil?
Harry's evil. Don't compare him to Harry if he's not evil.
Okay. He's not evil, he's just a posh idiot.
Fair.
I don't know. I love him. He is so precious to me. He's just raging bisexual, drinks a lot, has fun, loves life. It's great.
I can get behind that.
Okay, and the last one I have for you is Laszlo Strange.
Is that Doctor Strange's kid brother? Laszlo Strange is... I'm sorry, you don't watch Gravity Falls, do you?
Yeah, I do.
Oh yeah, so everyone in this town is a tad strange. Apart from, ironically, tad strange. Is Laszlo Strange some sort of... is he another mastermind? No, he's like Martian Manhunter, isn't he? He's going to be on the side of good, and he's manipulating all the heroes subtly towards their destiny, towards the greater evil. And I bet he wears a trench coat and has glasses and is cool.
Okay.
So wrong, aren't I?
Laszlo Strange is from Muse of Nightmares by Laini Taylor. It's actually sat over there, so my mum's about to read it. He's a librarian. So he's been obsessed with this lost city called Weep, and people don't think it's real until a convoy of people from Weep come along. They're like, hey, we exist.
What's up, guys?
We kind of want some help with something, so we're going to take all your best scholars and architects and engineers and thieves and stuff like that back with us to Weep. And Laszlo's like, take me, please. This has been my life obsession, please. So he's might wear a trench coat. Don't think so. I think he wears glasses occasionally. Doesn't like normally wear glasses. But yeah, he is quite mild-mannered and scholarly.
Okay.
Like, he's just very scholarly. And the reason he got the name Strange is because he's
Strange.
an orphan. And yeah, they were like, well, we don't really know what to call you, so I guess we'll Strange.
That's kind of child abusing.
I don't know, who was raised by monks? He didn't enjoy it very much.
That's really child abusing.
He just like really wanted to be in the library forever.
Fair.
There you go. So, overall,
how bad did I do?
mixed.
Okay, great.
Like, Mia was easily the one you were the closest to. I think literally everyone else you were very wrong.
Okay. Shit.
But at least you got the murder bitch, right?
Yes, I'm glad about the murder bitch.
Okay, so head on over to Max's channel and all of those links will be down below to check out all of the other videos we did and the one we are about to film with Pratchett characters. And I will talk to you guys later in the week with another video. See ya!